Hi, I'm Robin de Haan. I'm coach tutor for World ParaVolley. I'm here at the ParaVolley Europe Convention for Coaches and Activation here in Sarajevo. What I usually do when I start with a group that hasn't played sitting volleyball before is first focus on moving, because usually they know how to play volleyball, they just don't know how to move because they normally use their legs. Now they have to use their hands. So we have a lot of movement and a lot of making sitting volleyball specific moves. All right, so a lot of audience in the back. Big wave. Good to see you here. All right. And a lot of participants in front of me. Make sure you have good distance between each other and away from the wall, please. So maybe you could move a little bit forward so you could move in between. So what we're going to do is what I already showed you on the video. This is the hardest part of sitting volleyball is the moving. And regular volleyball players who you want to commit to your sport usually forget to use their hands. So this is the basic part. Volleyball, pretty much everyone can play volleyball or try to play volleyball anyway, but sitting volleyball requires a lot of movement using your hands. So this is all about that, and warming up and looking silly and stuff like that. So so what we're going to do is I'm going to move in a direction and you're going to move in that direction as well. And then I always say thank you very much for doing this. There's always someone, you must be experienced, but hi. I'm Robin. This is a really nice and comfortable way of sitting. Again, thank you very much. You too. Very good. The Buddha, whatever it's called, I call it a Buddha. That is a really nice way of sitting, but it's a really hard way of moving around. So make sure you have your feet in front of you and your hands on the floor. Okay? So we're going to move in a direction, and you're going to move with me. We're going to start slow. So we're going to move this way. All right, that way. This way. Nice, that way. Okay, and this way again. That way. This way. Okay, wow, it looks professional, very good. All right, okay, so this is easy, right? So we can do this faster. So we're gonna move a little faster now. Go, 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 go. This way, that way. This way, and that way. Okay, good. Make sure you have enough distance. What we're going to do next, this, by the way, is something you could also do with an experienced sitting volleyball player sitting down. So I'm standing here because it's easier for you to see me, but I could do this sitting down as well. So you could do the same thing. It doesn't have to be someone who's able-bodied and can stand and walk around. What we're going to do next, if I make this move or this move, you're going to dive for the ball. Dive for the ball, okay? These are the ones typical sitting volleyball defense kind of situations where you have no time to reach the ball with two hands. You're just going to try to get it up with one hand. Okay, the moving is the same. This way, oh, there you go. There you go. Good. That way. This way. That way, and go. And go. Good. Okay. Now there's another one. If I move like this, you're going to go try to reach that ball that's behind you. Okay, you're like this, trying to get it up. Okay? And if I go like this, you're going to do a pancake. You know a pancake? Yeah? That's a little harder because you have your legs in front of you. So you're going to either turn your body like this or the other way around. All right? Just make sure you get rid of those legs. Okay, same movement. Go. Other way. Go. This way. That way. Go back. And pancake. Okay, nice. Another one. Go. 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 Back. That way. Go. And pancake. Okay, great, well done. All right, so that's it. Thank you very much. No, that was just a warm-up. And then the next phase would be, of course, to use the ball, because I am very much into using the ball during practice. Keep the ball flying. And what I would have them do, for starters, is pretty much forget about the rules of sitting volleyball, just to move around. In a game I call sitting handball. The game is, or the aim of the game is to throw the ball or push the ball against the goal of the other team. The person with the ball cannot move at that moment, but he has to find free players he can play the ball to, and make sure that they move around and try to score at the other goal.
Go!
Just one on each side. So we're going to make the goals a little bit bigger to make it easier.
Yeah, go.
Then the next version of that is to use actual volleyball techniques, setting, bumping, hitting. So no more throwing, just to make it more game-like, as in sitting volleyball. Okay, so after sitting handball, they get a feeling of how to move and how to use the ball in a volleyball kind of way. Then I combine the moving and the playing with a situation where you have a group of 5 or 4 or 3, it doesn't really matter. And what you do is you set the ball, you let it bounce to create more time for players to move to the ball. They have to set it above their head and move after their ball. So they're still moving around, still warming up, but also playing the ball. And setting it up high and letting it bounce high is important because you create time for people to be in the right position. So we're going to combine the playing sitting volleyball, especially the setting part, which is really important in sitting volleyball, much more than bumping, because it's easier and it creates more time. Get higher balls, it's easier for your teammates. What we're going to do is combine that with moving. So I think, yeah. So I think I'll join this group for just now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set the ball. I need to let it bounce, or the next person needs to let it bounce in between us, and then the next person it goes to needs to set it again and let it bounce again. But after you play it, you follow your ball. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it, and I'm going to switch to this position. Okay. All right, start again. Okay. Jürgen, you're moving. Okay, let's go. Why do you think I let you play it with a bounce? Anyone? Sorry? To make time? Yes? Any other ideas? Why the bounce? It higher? Yeah? The team can be behind the ball, yeah. Okay, so as I said, the moving around is the hardest part. And playing a ball that's playable for the next person is also hard. And this makes it easier because you get time, as you said. You get time, you create time. Because you play it high, it bounces, it comes up higher again, and you have time to move to the ball, under the ball, and set it. If you play it quickly, it's going to get difficult. And you're going to fail. And failing is not fun. So this is what I always do with a starter group. You're not starters, but just to experience it, this is what I always do. And the next version of that is, I always explain it's really important to be in the right position to set the ball when it's over your forehead, because that's the right position to be able to play a high ball that'll be easy for your teammates to play the next one from, to receive the ball. And so what I do is I still let them bounce in between them, but then I also let them have the ball bounce on their forehead. So, because that is the position you want to be in to be able to set the ball from. This is usually hilarious because a lot of people like to use their head when playing a ball, especially people who come from a football background, for example. After that, you can just leave out the bouncing on the head, but just focus on playing it over your forehead. We'll have 1 more minute without the bouncing on the head, just playing. But remember to have your hands up in front of your forehead, because that's where you want the ball to be, so that's where you want your head to be. Make sure you move under the ball, set it high. We're going to lose the bounce as well, because we don't use that in sitting volleyball, of course. And you guys are really experienced now, so we can just do it without the bounce, normal bounce, okay? And just set it. You can make the groups a little bit smaller. Just move a little bit closer together. And count how many times you can keep the ball flying. Okay? Let's see which group is the best. Go. And one of the other things I like to work with is an exercise called 3 people defense. You'll have 3 people in the backcourt defending the ball that you are feeding them back to you, either in 1, 2, or 3 goes. And that's a really basic version of make sure you go for every ball, dig it up, help each other to get the ball to the person who's feeding them. And there's also all different kinds of versions of that. You can have someone in a setting position in right front or middle front. You can have someone as a hitter on the outside, playing it back to you when you're on the other side of the net. You could have a blocker, you could have whatever to make it more game-like. So we've had a couple of different exercises that work really hard. And the funny thing is, it's lunchtime now, but as you can see behind me, they're still playing. And actually, forget about lunch, I'm going to play as well.